Sade Felicia Dodson. I'm so excited to be your husband. When I first seen you in physics class, I just knew. I was blown away. You were so perfect. Nice brown skin, big black long hair, short, big brown pretty eyes, and you love Jesus. I just knew you were the one from the first time. I had to make you mine. Thank you for being so difficult and not just giving me your time, but staying true to your faith and who you are. Thank you for knowing your worth. I thought it was sexy, and it made me want to continue to pursue you. And we will disagree, and that's okay. I promise to love you how Christ loves the church. You're my lover, my teacher. You are my true counterpart. You are my church. You're my besties, better than the resties. I promise to always respect you first as a daughter of God and then as my wife and best friend. I promise to always be protective of you and make sure you are walking in front of me. I promise to always hype you up and get lit with you, even if we're doing it alone. I promise to make you feel like a woman, loved, cherished, protected, led, and honored every day. I promise to never take the time we have together for granted. I promise to make the most out of every day with you. I promise to be the man you need me to be. I promise to show you for the rest of my life how much I love you and how much I adore you. I promise to be loyal and faithful until we both die. I promise to hold your hand through the challenges of life. You're such a one-of-a-kind woman, and I'm so blessed to marry you. Lastly, you won't ever be alone. I will always be there for you and serve you in any way you need. You're my first priority, and with God as the head of our household, we will always be taken care of. I love you. Toodaloo forever. Toodaloo, baby.
To the love of my life, Chikari, thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you for seeing me, for loving me, for affirming me and praying for me, for being a reflection of Jesus for me. Thank you for every time you've wiped my tears and for doing the best you could while miles away. You know, as I write my vows, I'm left with what do I say? Truth is, there is so much to say that a pen and a piece of paper couldn't write it all. You've been what I never knew I needed. You've been my breath of fresh air, my peace. You showed me what it meant to keep loving even when I didn't feel like it. You taught me the importance of living life and not stressing the small stuff. Most importantly, you taught me about faith, that it's not about having faith in man, but all in Jesus. You showed me first on earth how to stand bold in the truth. You're my favorite earthly teacher. You took a girl who never ever had a boyfriend before, was complicated, turned you down over and over, hurt you, confused you, and yet you continued to pursue her. You took a girl who had been hurt and spoke to her heart, to every negative thing that was ever spoken over her. How can someone love me and I'm this way? I never understood, but you did. You broke down a wall I had built for years. You cracked a shell that was so shut. You tore open a box I was so used to being in. Chikari, when I look at you, I see a man who loves me beyond what I even know. You've loved me in my darkest moments, in the days I couldn't say anything. The days I cried for weeks in a row. You saw the pain I endured that no one else saw, and yet you still loved me. When I didn't know how to love you, yet you still loved me. When I struggled to live and make decisions for myself, yet you loved me. When I pushed you away and had nothing to say, yet you loved me. When I struggled in my relationship with God and was at my all-time lowest, yet you still loved me. It's always been yet and but God. You still loved me. Baby, I will always love you until the end of my time here on earth. I can never repay you for all you've done for me, the smiles and the laughs you've given me. I've had some of the best moments of my life with you. I promise to always be available. I promise to run after God more than I run after this relationship with you, because that's what you taught me. I promise to always be your biggest cheerleader and your number one supporter. I promise to always strive to listen, to understand. I promise to always be cautious of my tone and gentle with my words. I promise to always be quick to forgive and forever have your back and forever be your Mrs. Lord. When I look at you, I see strength. I see a young man who doesn't always get it right but loves God more than anything. I see a young man who is going to soar heights beyond his own imagination. I see a young man who is going to use the gift that God has given you boldly to speak the truth and to bring so many souls to Christ. I see a young man who will always get the job done. I see a man who refuses to watch me not exercise my fullest potential. And a young man who will one day, in some years to come, be the best earthly example to our children. When I look at Jakari, I say, that's my man. Yeah. I love you more than you'll ever know.
Jakari, Sade, do you now take this woman? Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded wife, to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, love and cherish, protect and cover?
Yes, sir.
I do. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Jakari and Sade Wall.